Our team is confirmed by Martin Asensio Rico and Hide Enrique Teramoto. We're gonna talk about J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is a British writer born in the United Kingdom in Jade. She has a little sister that all the time like to know about fantastic stories. J.K. Rowling was all the time writing stories, and those stories were about cows flying and rabbits in the street and all that kind of things. Her debut started in 1990 when she was 25. She was going to dedicate all her life to fantastic books and kids' stories. She was a little insecure of what to do because all that kind of thing wasn't going to give her the fame that she really was going to do. She was waiting for. Unfortunately for her, the same year, her mother died from a cardiac attack. This situation was a very difficult thing for her, but she never gave up, and she started to create the perfect book in honor to her mother. One day, in the train, she was thinking about the perfect story that will give her the fame that she deserved. And then, the idea came to her mind. She was thinking about a boy that didn't have friends and lived with his uncle all the time in her life, but fortunately for him, he will be accepted in a magic school named Hogwarts, and you know all the rest of the story. The first book he made was named Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This book gave J.K. Rowling 110,000 euros from all the copies of the book. This was a very high reach for her, but she wasn't good enough with that. So she started to create a second book named Harry Potter and the Secret Chamber. This book wasn't not good enough as the other one, but she wasn't going to give up as easy as that. So she started to create and think about the third book and make it better than the first one and the second one. The idea came to her mind, and finally she created Harry Potter and Azkaban Prisoner. This book was even better than the first one and the second one combined. This book gave J.K. Rowling 200,000 euros from all the copies of the book. This was a very high reach, but even when she came from the top of the sky, she wasn't going to give it up. So she started to create the fourth book, and the fourth book was named Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This book was going to be the biggest book of all the series, and this book was the one that gave J.K. Rowling the most fame that ever happened. This book was from less 500 pages. This book was sold in more of 18 countries. She sold 347,000 copies of that book. This was the biggest reach she ever made. People may think that this was the end, but they were wrong. They had to wait 3 years for the fifth book. The fifth book was named Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. This book was the greatest of all time, the biggest of all time, but this book didn't give J.K. Rowling the fame that she was waiting after 4 amazing books. In summary, J.K. Rowling is one of the greatest writers in our time. J.K. Rowling, at the end of all the Harry Potter series, started to create adult book. The first one, adult book she had made, is named The Casually Vacancy. This book is because